Hi guys, I am here to talk about my experience transition from the Philippines and going here in America. First is the emotion. Of course, I'm gonna leave my home and then I'm gonna move here for for good, you know. So of course, I'm gonna miss my family, and I took time to spend time with them. Even though I just spent them just a short time because due to other purposes, because I live in other place. I came from the Philippines and I leave my hometown, or I was born in Columbugan, del Norte. It is away from, or it's located Mindanao, located in the Philippines. Okay, the weather. The weather. So in the Philippines, we just experience two seasons. It's just wet season and dry season. And then um, the general weather in the Philippines, it's humid. And yeah, and compare here in Yakima, the time that I moved here, it's kind of different. It's so different. And then it's cold, and especially me because I came from a humid country, and then my transition is kind of, my body is adjusting. I'm always wear some sweater or everything. It's kind of cold, really, especially in the winter because I came here in the US. The weather is I came here in winter. So right now it's still cold even though it's springtime. Oh yeah, speaking with the foods right here, I'm gonna talk with um, our routine daily food, our routine foods in the Philippines. We usually eat three times a day: breakfast, lunch, or dinner. But me, especially, I'm not really a morning person. I usually eat twice a day, sometimes thrice, but most of the time twice. So we usually eat rice every meal. Our meal is consist with rice and some kind of um, a viand, what we call it, a viand. It's just like meat, chicken, something like eggs. There is many types of food, and compare here in Yakima, it's kind of like a culture shock. Like I'm not really used to have some meal like a burger, a pizza. Because we usually have that in the Philippines. It's a snack, just a snack in the Philippines. The pizza is a snack, not a meal. But here in Yakima, or yeah, here where I'm living, it is already a meal. So it's kind of, my tummy is adjusting also because it's been how many days the time that I arrived here? Maybe 4 days I didn't eat rice. So yeah, I've been experiencing weight loss compared to the Philippines because the food is not really, not I didn't say not really good. It's really good, but I'm just adjusting. But I you know you will just really embrace the differences and really need to adapt. Actually, I have a lot. I have a lot of favorite restaurant in the Philippines, but the most accessible is the Jollibee. Jollibee, like that, because you can really just order it online or something. And here in Yakima, my best. I have the restaurant that I been was very nice, and the food are good. But the most thing that is my favorite is the Midnight Buffet. Yeah, because it's kind of nostalgic because it is, you have some food that you've been missing in the Philippines, like a grilled chicken with kind of soup or something like that, with seafoods. Because here in our house we usually eat some frozen foods, but in the Philippines we you kind of have that with a fresh something, especially with the fish. Oh my god, I really miss the fish thing, the fresh thing that you really, you just came out from the sea. Because we live in the seaside, so that's why I really miss it right now. Compare here, you really buy some fried, I know, not fried, but frozen stuff like chicken and meat and fish. So yeah, prior talking with my best restaurant here so far is the Minado. Oh my god, regarding with that, my most favorite thing is adobo, which one I cook right now. Chicken adobo, pork adobo, and a fried fish. And here in Yakima, the chicken sandwich. That's what. Yeah, I really like that because most of the time it's kind of fast food something, mostly here. So the how homemade chicken sandwich. Mexican thing, I'm not really fan with the spicy foods, but usually their foods there are kind of a lot of spices. Yeah, so that's it. And but I actually am trying to adopt everything. I'm trying to because I really want to explore foods, but not really the spicy one. Starting with the Mexican food, the best so far from now that I taste was the enchiladas. We ate that one last year during New Year at El Porton El Porton restaurant. Regards with the language thing, I'm gonna start with the English one. Um, I'm not really good in English speaking. I'm not really good in English explaining things, but I have some language barrier when I came here. Because me and Kane, we really understand each other because we already know how to understand the way how we talk because we talk every day on the phone. But when you speak with other people, it's kind of different. But sometimes you cannot really understand. I'm not being rude, but you cannot understand sometimes how what they want to tell you. You know, because I'm not really used to it. But from time to time, I'm really adjusting it. And yeah. And speaking with the Spanish one, it's kind of nice because you can understand a little bit word because Spanish and Filipino, especially in Visayan or something like that, there's a similarity between us because way back in the history in the Philippines, we were colonized by the Spaniards. So yeah, we have kind of word with the Spanish here, but not really all. But at least I'm happy. I can sometimes a little bit understand the words from Spanish thing here. But I really want to know how to speak Spanish well. That's one of my project. Maybe soon for the next video I can have that Spanish language 101. Speaking with cultural differences
and similarities.
and similarities, um, I will just start with Filipino, the difference between Filipino culture and American culture, especially with family. Because me, I was raised with a family-oriented person, especially when you eat meals. I really observe it here, like when way back in the Philippines, we usually eat together. Like breakfast, lunch, or dinner. We really have kind of moment to eat each other. Compared here in America, as what I've observed, we will just eat like it's accessible or every time anywhere. Maybe because of the culture, of course. But I'm not judging it that way. Maybe they used to it, especially maybe because they're busy of the time, busy of work. And with the and Mexican culture and Filipino culture, I can really relate because I don't know. I just have Kane's friends, family. We came there. They were kind of the same thing, like a Filipino thing. Like not Americans are hospitable. I can really tell that. But for me, Mexicans are more. I'm not judging everything, but I can tell, or based on my experience, based on my experience when I came or visit with a Mexican family. So that's it. I'm not judging. I'm just based on my experience. First, I'm gonna start with my, emotions. Separation anxiety with my family because, of course, I'm gonna live here for a few years and then maybe I'm gonna visit there after a few years. So it's been a long. So it's sad. It's sad because I was separated with them. I am separated with them. Like it's hard to communicate, because the time difference here in America and in the Philippines, especially, yeah, the time. And I am happy because it's been how many years we've been suffering, not suffering, but been waiting for this time that me and Kane will be together. So of course I am happy but sad. And regarding that one, I'm afraid too. Like I'm afraid that I have kind of feeling that I am afraid if I live here, if I am welcome, if I can easily adjust myself to the people surrounded me. But thankfully I am. During my flight, um during my flight, I depart from Naiya Airport, going to Naiya, going to San Francisco, and it is 12 to 13 hours, and then that's my first international flight, and then I'm kind of afraid and worried, of course, because it's my first time. I don't know if I can make it through, I can make it on time. And so I went to Naiya Airport 6 hours prior to my flight, so that's how I am ready. I arrived to San Francisco. It's kind of cute and kind of overwhelming because the airport is so huge compared to compared to the Philippines. It's so huge. And then I'm kind of happy because I was connected with the public Wi-Fi. I'm not used to it in the Philippines. We don't have, yes, we have public Wi-Fi, but not really strong connection. Compare in San Francisco, yes. And the weather is overwhelming. Really, it's overwhelming. Like, you came from a humid country, and then after an hour, and after 12 hours, it's shift. Like, oh my god, it's kind of cold. Like, I really want to wear some, you know like different sweater clothes. So yeah, from Manila to San Francisco, and then I have some 2 hour layover, and it's kind of funny because I'm always asking different people, where is this gate, where is this one, because I'm kind of worried because I just have 2 hour layover. But thankfully I made it. And then after that, San Francisco to Seattle is just like 1 or 2 hour flight. So yeah, and then it's kind of different, because in Manila you have your environment, inside the airplane you have other people, like foreigners, American, Japanese, Thailand, and also with the Filipino. It's kind of mixed. But the time that I was in Seattle, the time that I already, yeah, relaxed to my seat, my surroundings are all white, something like that, foreigners, foreign nationals. I didn't even see some Filipinos, so it's kind of awkward, like. But but I am proud to say that I really made it, to overcome that fear. I start with the houses, it's kind of overwhelming to my eyes because the houses are pretty neat and clean. Like, it's kind of nice to look at. We have kind of that thing in the Philippines also, but compare here, it's kind of, if I will just rate it to 1 to 10, Philippines is 8 or 6 to 7, and then America's houses are 8 to 9, something like that. But I'm not really judging everything, right? So I'm just saying what I saw or what I experienced. In regards with the roads, of course, here I am sorry to tell with the Filipinos, but drivers here are they really following rules, compare to my country. I'm not really saying that my country is bad, but we need more improvement about driving, and the roads are more improvement, and regarding with the buildings, yeah. I was really shocked with the buildings here, mm, especially with the malls, buildings like store, restaurant. Um, because based on my expectation, because of the movies, what I've seen in the movies, like, oh my God, it's a big city. Oh my God, it's a big building. But right now, I can see that. Oh, okay. The store is kind of like just four 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 sides, just a square thing, and then just just a plain and flat store or something like that. But in the Philippines, this kind of the building like second floor, third floor, like that. So yeah, so I can really tell that there's a big differences with the stores right here in regards to that one. Before I meet Kane, I I really thought that America is really, really, I'm not saying bad things, but based on my experience and based on my realization, it's kind of, America is really the one that it's you can say the American dream, like you have a big future, like a big, it really helps to your future or something. But the time that I came here, yeah, it can be like through hard work or something like that, but due to due to transition for everything, like especially in inflation here, it's really, 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 really big difference before. So it's not like really the same thing that you can have a house directly, you cannot own a land directly because it needs so much money. And then I really thought that America is really life changing before, especially when I was a kid. That's why I took my course, a nurse, so that I can work here, so that brighter future, something like that. But the time, the time that you already here, experience everything, experience the expensive things, foods. You can really tell like it's kind of the same in the Philippines. But if you really put some hard work and dedication, actually you can achieve the American dream. That I have emotions prior I came here. Like I have sad emotion, happy emotion of course, but there is a thing that I cannot really deny, that I have the feeling that worriness and then afraid. Because it's different, you just it is so far, how many hours, like you are living in the other side of the world, and then you are so far away with your family. Of course you feel sad, and I feel worried because like what if like nobody will like me, kind of like that, and then maybe some language barriers, and maybe some will kind of look down on me. Oh my god, actually, my sister is really helpful when I came here, because without my sister, maybe I really feel homesickness. Maybe I cannot cry every night based on what my friends that came here also the same in my situation. Like they feel depressed, they feel sad, they feel lonely, especially they were just home alone because her husband is working. So I am really lucky that I have my sister here, especially we're just kind of neighbor, not really neighbor, but just 5 to 7 minutes away drive. And she is really helpful for my emotional support or something, especially with the food support. And one of the reason that I didn't feel homesick, because sometimes she cooked me food, Filipino food that I really like, and then she really tried to explore something like that. Especially Kane is kind of busy right now, and or during the time that I came here, he is so busy. So my sister is kind of substituting Kane instead of Kane. So in Kane's behalf, so my sister is acting like that. So I am really thankful. I am very blessed that my sister is here, and I'm so lucky too. I I don't know if I can tell with I don't miss, but I can really tell that I really, really miss a lot in the Philippines. A lot. But two things are, of course, my family, my friends, and the foods. um, yeah, the fresh one, the the thing like you can really buy directly to the store that you can just walk, because compare here you need to ride the car, it's kind of so far. Like in the Philippines, it's so convenient that you will just go to the convenience store, go some a little bit shopping, and you can make something. You can make some fruit salad or everything like that. So yeah, but the the thing that I don't miss, I don't know. I really miss a lot. I guess I can say for now nothing. Because I really miss the Philippines so bad.
For now.
For now.
Okay. We're gonna end it here.
Yeah.
Subscribe and like for part 2 in the far future.
Please subscribe and like. Thank you.